Good evening. The Olympic flame is back in British Columbia tonight, marking the final leg of its journey across Canada. The opening ceremonies for the 2010 Vancouver Winter Games are just 3 weeks away, but there are some who feel British Columbians are growing ambivalent towards the Olympics. A-News Mid-Island Bureau Chief Jonathan Bartlett's in our Mid-Island Bureau in Nanaimo with more on the story, sampling the Olympic temperature in your region. Jonathan.
The indication from a recent poll is that there is a growing ambivalence and indifference towards the Olympics. So we sent a camera out to gauge whether or not Nanaimoites are catching the spirit of 2010. On the streets of Nanaimo today, just weeks away from the opening ceremonies, we found at least the stirrings of Olympic spirit. Have you caught the spirit yet?
I'm getting to, yeah, sure, yeah.
I'm getting it. I'm not there yet.
But of course, there are those here who don't expect much from the 2010 Games.
I'm indifferent.
And that indifference is growing. If you believe the results of an Angus-Reid poll that found only 50% of British Columbians believe the Winter Olympics will have a positive impact on the province.
Couldn't give a damn.
Really?
Really.
So obviously you haven't caught the spirit yet?
No spirit.
But the Nanaimo Spirit of BC Committee is hoping that attitude is a minority here.
So we'll have the bleachers up. Again, people can bring their chairs and blankets and everything.
They have plans to fill this Spirit Square with hundreds of people during the Games. A huge screen will show Olympic events as well as the opening and closing ceremonies.
I have been seeing interest build, slowly but definitely, and I think it's going to be a wonderful 2 weeks.
And if the crowds that came out to watch the Olympic torch events last October is any indication, Nanaimo has definitely caught the spirit.
I was so impressed that night when the torch came through, and the emotion, you could feel it in the air.
Nanaimo is also making a significant security contribution to the Games. The Nanaimo detachment of the RCMP has sent a number of tactical and emergency response team members to Vancouver and Whistler. The exact numbers they won't tell us for security reasons. But they say that policing levels will be maintained in Nanaimo. In other words, they say the Olympics won't leave us wide open to crime.
It won't have little, if any, impact on resourcing in Nanaimo. We're simply distributing the members within our office and making do with what we have.
And we're also led to believe that there's no additional cost to the taxpayers of Nanaimo for this. So we understand the need for it. We support it, and certainly in principle, and as long as they're not paying more money, we'll be behind them.
With its proximity to Vancouver, if any island community will benefit from the 2010 Games, it will be Nanaimo. Many people we spoke to today expressed relief that we don't have to contend with the traffic nightmare that will no doubt be plaguing the Lower Mainland in the next month. On this side of the Georgia Strait, there's hope that some of the visitors to the Olympics will take a break and visit the island during or after the Games.
All right, Jonathan Bartlett reporting. Jonathan, thanks.
Thank you.